Hello legends, hope you're doing well. We're going to be analyzing this very confusing range on the price of Bitcoin from the last few days. Of course, we'll be zooming out to check the downtrend that we formed throughout the last couple of weeks here from the rejection of $82,800 to try and understand what structure are we forming right there, and most importantly, zooming in on the 15-minute time frame. On yesterday's stream, you know that my bias was a little bit more bearish, with potentially this being the high. We had a possible impulsive move to the downside, and forming a lower high was very possible. We did get a pretty steep move up just after the stream, and it's very hard to get into that short position, right, with stop loss above 78.2K. However, if you did take that trade, it was a little bit aggressive, let's say. On the 5-minute time frame, we do explain this on every single stream. Don't worry about the volatility. Don't worry about the movement up, okay, which is aggressive, right? You might think, wow, this is just going to shoot up to go to 78.5, 79K, right? Very fast, because the momentum and the power looks incredibly strong. However, what you need to wait is for the stop. We had over a 30-minute stop here after the push to the upside, and that's where it becomes interesting to look for the double, triple tops. We got the stop and we formed a double top locally, and then we started moving to the downside in the last 24 hours. Something to note, right? I'm not interested in the big pump to catch the best level for the short. I'm waiting for the price to stop. Once it stops, and we can look for that double local triple top zone, okay? According to the plan of yesterday, maybe some of you did enter a trade at 77.7 or 78.8. or overall just waiting for that price to get that exhaustion, right, which happened right in 30 minutes. This is the 3-minute time frame, okay? So overall, the price did form a lower high because we knew that this could be an impulsive move to the upside. This ended up being a three-wave structure. However, there's a lot of confusion right over here because we formed a bit of a three-wavy move to the downside. So is the range going to extend here? What are the bullish scenarios and what are the bearish case scenarios? That's what's going to be explained in today's episode. Just a quick reminder, this content is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. None of my videos or live streams are financial advice, guys. Make sure to do your own research. Said that, let's dive in right away on the 1 hour time frame, because I'm having a very big problem here by trying to understand that the low is in here at 76K, right? This movement to the downside seems unfinished. I can force a three-wave structure here, but it doesn't look great. This would be this one right over here, where we have a finish ABC, where you got your A wave in an impulse, you got your complex correction here in a B wave, and a potential ending diagonal, okay, in that C wave. Very possible count, a very extended C wave. It's not great, okay? We can force a three-wave structure for the low being in here. I know there was a lot of people quite bullish as well on yesterday's stream, saying, you know, we're going to go higher, right? This is the bounce, right? People get a little bit excited by a little bounce here. But this bounce has higher probability of being corrective, despite hitting the highs again at 78.2, which there is a scenario which I think would bring a great shorting opportunity. I'm mainly more interested in shorts if we continue the range here to take out 76K. Basically, the same idea that we had on yesterday's stream, right? I do believe that this is corrective, and we're likely going to come down to get below 76K. Now, other scenarios, of course, that support a bit of a higher time frame bullish scenario is having an uncompleted ABC. Now, this C wave is getting extremely overextended in time compared to your A wave, and overextended on Fibonacci. This would be, you know, twice the length of your wave A, which is, you know, quite rare for a C wave. So I'm not counting very much on this scenario. I am counting for the lows to be hit, but I'm not counting for the lows below 76K and then get a massive reversal in the next coming weeks. I'm not really a fan of that happening. However, I'm really interested in long positions, as explained on the live stream. If we can detect that 5-wave structure, we need a big third wave and then the 4-5, and then it can be interesting looking at support levels. We do know that we got some lots of support down at 75K region with that anchored VWAP, okay, and the value area high of the entire region that has been explained throughout the previous videos, right? When we were talking about this range here on the higher time frame, we do have the value area high, right? The anchored VWAP from 65K. It becomes an interesting zone to look for long positions at 75K region, right? Give or take between 76 and 75K, right? It's going to take a bit of time. Let the price dump down. We do have the anchored VWAP also from 65K, which is coming into that region. Let's get that push down. There's not going to be any rush to get into a long position. Let it go down, because it might go down to 73 or 72K. I'm going to be very, very patient on this long position that I'm looking for here down at the 74 to 76K region. Let the price drop. Get exhaustion on the bearish scenario, get a stop, have a little bit of local bullish structure on the lower time frame, and then we will look for the long. Of course, in the Legends trading community, okay, in the community that we do have in the Telegram, we'll be looking for the potential long setups, okay? If you are interested, Devil today with the private live stream and with the video updates, okay, considering the major levels for trading setups, okay, and obviously giving the analysis on the possible scenarios. If you are interested in joining, you have it super easy nowadays. Just send me a DM to the Telegram with the word access. If you do sign up throughout one of the affiliate links, Bluffin, BTCC Weeks, you got many exchanges with the greatest bonuses. You will get a few months for free, okay? Send me a DM right away if you are interested, because that's where we look for the setups locally, okay? Going through the other scenarios, of course, we do have on the higher time frame. We discussed this a few days ago. I mean, nothing has really changed on the higher time frame. This is one that I support very, very much, where we have an uncompleted impulsive move, all right, formed from $82,000, right, where we do have a 1-2, another 1-2, right, this choppiness, the big wave that happened, okay, throughout last week, right, and then we are forming the 4-5s. This is very classic wave 4, price action, very choppy, very messy, WXY, whatever. We will go through the 15-minute time frame to try and figure out here, but the bias is really going lower because it does look more corrective than impulsive. There's that leading diagonal that I want to discuss, but overall here, it's going to take about a week or so to really kind of finish to bottom out here, right? We don't know if it's going to be 75K. Will we go down to 74? Just, relatively patient, but the bias is still a little bit mainly to the downside, as explained in the last few days. So on the higher time frame, rejection on the wave 4 between the 0.236 Fibonacci and the 50%, right? This is literally where we are, getting that rejection for the moment. We can take the highs again. It doesn't really matter, but this is mainly more wave 4 price action, and having something bullish here doesn't look too great, but we'll discuss that. This is mainly for the swing long position that I'm looking for in the next 1 to 2 weeks, okay? Just a bit of a higher time frame bias here, which is leaning more to the downside than to the upside, and that's thanks to the 15-minute time frame also. Let's talk about the main bullish scenario. I'm not a fan here. I can't find something that is, very, very high probability motive, okay, and an impulse. There's no impulse here. Multiple 1-2s. With this movement down, it's your second 1-2 would be, extremely longer than your first 1-2, and you don't want to see that because you want the first 1-2 to be the biggest one, okay, in time and also in Fibonacci. So I'm not supporting a multiple 1-2 in this zone. So the only bullish scenario, as explained yesterday, would be a leading diagonal, which is rare on its own. This would be for a wave A or a wave 1, and that means that you are looking for a higher low to take out the highs at 78.2K at some point, right, in the next coming days. Form a higher low somewhere in this region and then move to the upside, which could happen in the next coming days. Now, we are dropping as we speak here on this video update. Whereas, preferably, as explained yesterday, this has a low probability of being the low and taking out the highs. We almost did yesterday, but we didn't, right? It looked aggressive, but there's low probability. Something that obviously affects that is time. When you take a look at the leading diagonal from the start here of 76K to the highs, right? Your 382 Fibonacci in time is very, very far away. It's very, very rare to form a very quick pullback and, V-shape and get a massive pump to break the highs. It doesn't usually happen, and this was explained yesterday. Hence, the high probability lower high to form explained on yesterday's stream, right? Likely that we, golden pocket or 7-8. If you want to take a trade here, get a little bit of exhaustion. If you pump up quickly, you want to see that exhaustion on the 5-minute, get a little bit of a range for that kind of 4-5, price action. Now, as explained, yeah, we could still form a higher low here. This is going to be interesting because we are dropping pretty aggressively, and yeah, we could take out these lows. I'm interested in a bit of choppiness here. Local double bottoms here could be interesting because I'm not saying that this scenario is not going to happen. If I do see exhaustion here down at the value area low and the point of control, we're literally just at that zone. It would be nice to sweep up this low, but kind of get a bit of a choppy fake out here throughout the next coming hours between today and tomorrow, reclaim that point of control, get a bit of bullish market structure with bullish CVD divergence. By the way, guys, you do have the CVD here in mindpillar.com. You have lots of indicators, tools, lots of things that you can use for free. That is down below in the description, valuable free tools here. And you have the CVD, which is absolutely awesome. So just talking about that scenario, if we do get a bit of choppy range here, just at this 76.6, 76.5, and we don't nuke through, then this is where I'm interested in along. Because I understand, yeah, a leading diagonal, it's low probability, but having a pretty sharp 3-wave structure to the downside, coming down to the golden pocket 7-8 Fibonacci from the low to the high, is actually quite common of a retracement, a very, very steep ABC, okay, hitting in between golden pocket and the 0.88 Fibonacci is common of a retracement zigzag after a leading diagonal. So if we get the choppiness here between the 76.4 and 76.8K, right, and reclaim that value area low point of control of the range, I will consider throughout the weekend saying, you know what, guys, it might be a good idea to look for the longs here, but we need to slow down local bullish market structure, bullish CVDs, which we will follow up, of course, inside of the trading community, all right, on the Telegram. You know where to find us. It's the first link down below. So yeah, I'm not saying that this is not going to happen. Would be nice to sweep the lows. Would be nice to get that slowdown, reclaim value area low and point of control, and then we'll consider it, okay, throughout the weekend. Bearish scenarios, which are the ones that I support mainly, of course, is, a finished ABC, impulse down, a 3-wave move up, all right, and now forming multiple 1-2s. I have a problem here with the multiple 1-2s, right? You're finishing a wave 3 here. These multiple 1-2s, this does not look impulsive to the downside. So I have a little bit of a problem, and I do understand that the range could continue for the next coming days. However, if we just drop very aggressively now in the next coming hours, and then 4 and 5, right, and then 4, 5, we just claim 76K, I would really consider that an impulsive move is on the formation here, right? Just let it go down if things get more aggressive and the bounces are looking very, very corrective, okay? I would have to acknowledge that this is wave 1, wave 2, multiple 1-2s, okay, here locally. And then, just if we are continuing down, I just have to acknowledge that this is the correct count. And of course, we will just be looking to go south. I'm happy with this, okay? ABC, ending diagonal. There's a couple of red flags, but no invalidation here. But for an ABC, it would be valid. That, I just have to acknowledge that that would be the correct count if we just continue to go to lower prices, which is the one that I was favoring on yesterday's stream, right? Having this as a corrective move, and we have got an impulse down, lower high, and we just go south, right, to wait for that wave 3 breakdown below 76K. Now, other scenarios, which one of them is about to get invalidated, but let's go with the one that is not invalidated, is a sideways WXY. It's very choppy, this range, and very confusing, but you literally have a 3-wave move to the upside and an ABC for wave W. Very complex sideways X wave, okay, in a WXY on its own. There's lots of overlap, but I'm not going to go in detail on this count. And then you have an ABC flat here, right, where you got a move up, 3-wave structure. This on its own can be a 3-wave move. You sweep up the lows. This is why looking for longs could be interesting, because in this Y wave, we could form a massive flat here. And I mean, this is just extending the correction. So yeah, I'm interested in a long. If we claim the lows, get the exhaustion, get a nice impulsive move in a 5-wave structure here, and a correction throughout the weekend, it's going to be looking interesting for that 5-wave move up, okay, for the C wave. So I'm interested in longs here once we get a bit of exhaustion and a little bit of local bullish market structure. If we move in an impulse throughout the next coming days, I'm going to be interested in shorts because I understand that this still looks corrective, okay? And I'll have to detect that 4 in 5, right, after the 3rd wave move, coming into massive resistance, which is this block that we do have over here on Coinbase. We do have the high volume node, which is exactly at 78.2K, right? There's a second point of control, if you wish, right over here at 78.2K. So this zone, after sweeping up these highs, if we do get the stop and the choppiness, I'm looking for shorts, okay? So there's a little bit of longs, shorts, you know, everything's been explained here. Sideways WXY is still a possibility. And then there is the triangle, which the triangle is on the verge of getting invalidated, right? Because that's the invalidation down here. Well, it can be a running triangle because wave X is here. Sorry, my bad. This could be A wave, B wave. You can claim the low. So the triangle can be a running triangle. It is very, very much possible. You know, it doesn't matter if you do get that low here. This is why still longs will be looking interesting if we hold this zone. But you literally have an A, B wave, which claims you the low of the A wave. That's a running triangle. And then C, D, and E, right? If we get this kind of price action throughout the weekend, I will be looking for shorts. I will be looking to detect that E wave in the community, of course, posting the updates where the entry would be, the stop loss, and the target. Target would be obviously getting below 76K. So this could still range, right? We could still form a flat here where we have this scenario where you actually claim the lows and then get a impulsive move to the upside. Or we could actually range throughout the weekend, which would be that triangle idea. Still providing a decent short, either with a flat. Okay, we need to detect that 345, preferably getting above the highs here. I mean, it could be a running flat. We'll just have to pay attention on that impulse, or looking for the A, B, C, D, E, right, in the next coming days, right, throughout the weekend. And then obviously, detecting that E wave. Stop losses are going to be pretty shallow, so it's going to be a manageable trade without a doubt, okay? But the range can continue, right, which is the thing that I want to explain in today's video update. Guys, thank you very much for joining, and I'll see you in the next video update or live stream, if not inside of the trading community. You know where to find us. It's the first link down below in the description for the Telegram. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.